At Hexagon Geospatial, we're displaying our complete suite of offerings, which is the Power portfolio, a very comprehensive desktop, browser and server products for geospatial professionals. Then we have the Map portfolio, which is really about bringing that desktop capability to the cloud in a very smart way to open up GIS to a bigger audience. And then finally, the Luciad portfolio, which is a suite of products really geared towards real-time use cases where you have a lot of data, 3D data, LiDAR data, coming on top of the classical GIS data. Our users really get value from the products because they can, first of all, they have an easy interface. The products are quite intuitive to work with, so you don't need to have highly skilled GIS knowledge to start using the technologies. It's very intuitive, that's one thing. Another thing is that all the technology is cloud enabled, is web enabled. It runs on the desktop, but it also runs in the browser. And of course, then when they start using the technology, I think the big advantage of Hexagon Geospatial technology is that it's geared towards 5D. We don't just look at a snapshot of the situation in the past, which is what GIS is classically about. It's also looking at the real-time picture, what is, not just what was, but what is. And we also look at the future. Artificial intelligence, predictive analytics, we also look at what will be, what could be, what should be. So that's the 5 dimensions that we offer to our user. We see that the geospatial world is really at a tipping point and that there's a big disruption going on, and we of course want to be part of it. If you look at GIS technology, it has been very static for decades. The big disruption that we see is the death of the geodatabase and instead a new generation of technologies that have native, in-memory, real-time data connectivity. We are in an era where the map is being democratized at a very high pace. And it's an exciting time for everybody who is a geospatial professional, because before we used to have a very closed community. The users of geospatial software were GIS analysts, geospatial professionals. But now, because also of consumer products that are on the market, I mean, if you plan your next holiday, you're gonna maybe look on Google Maps, right? That type of customer and consumer behavior has really driven a democratization of the map. That's an exciting time for us professionals in the industry. It also affects the way that we have to think about our products. Simplicity is key. Geospatial technology is absolutely being simplified. You already see it by the way that you access the geospatial technology through the browser. You don't have to install difficult products anymore on your desktop. You just open the browser, click it and run it. So that's one thing. The other thing is that to users, it's becoming more and more invisible how on the back end all the data is being pulled together. All the data connections and all the processing and all the analytics are being done in the back end. And to the user, it's a very fluid experience where they just get the functionality delivered as a service at their fingertips just by a mouse click. So we absolutely see that happening in different industries, whether it's in defense, in mining, in smart cities. More and more people are using the map, and therefore the map gets more and more simplified. There's today a lot of valid open source tools out there that have helped actually democratize the map. But I definitely believe that there is and there will be a place for commercial tools with a good commercial approach, because users, especially now that the map gets democratized, users look at total return on investment and they also look at total cost of ownership. So what we see is that the mindset is changing, and for that kind of questions, we at Hexagon Geospatial offer solutions, and we therefore offer commercial value. So we have Smart Census, which is an application, a solution used by professionals from countries worldwide that need to do a census of their population.